All right, here we go again. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene alluded to the fact that she thought that she saw something like that as far as Loomer, that she saw that it was possible foreign manipulation. If it's, in a general sense, yeah, it's a big deal, but it's not a federal agent. So if a federal agent is being targeted by foreign governments and that federal agent is fired and that federal agent was capable, and again, every agent is capable beyond a newbie, recruit that they hire or something like that, right? So again, that's something we would lose as far as uh, our capability of government. So that would be a almost like a sabotage, but of course, it wouldn't be a sabotage generally, unless we can articulate it being an aspect of national defense, which is one of the difficulties in something like that. I don't know what his job was. See, I shared the thing there, yeah. So I'm sure it happens. I'm sure I was targeted by a foreign government. The idiots I worked with became Soviet spies, whether they agree to it, knew it or not. Yeah, the Soviets will put networks in to operate, knowing that they're going to screw up government. They wish to control that network, but they don't always control the network. But just putting bad people at the helm of something, or this outsized influence that security chief Loomer has, is you know is devastating to actual government operation. Right. Oh, you're gonna have to train somebody new to take that guy's position just because he said a little bit of the truth. I'm sure if he said something about Charlie Kirk in the other direction, he'd still have his job, and so do the judges know that. I'm trying to explain that to you. You're being set up, all of you, and Loomer's helping set you up, whether she knows it or not. That's part of the reason you didn't have enough power to protect Kirk. Now, if you're part of the thing that came against me in my life, then hey, don't be it. That's all I gotta say. Because when God starts correcting, God starts correcting. Right. All I can tell you about Kirk is, and that he could have been set up too at that, but he looked like he was posting things that were psyop to screw with people's heads. Possibly mine. I can't remember if it was me or someone else I thought was the victim. Again, this idea that I'm going to hurt somebody's bullshit. They've done this to me probably a million times already. I mean, literally. Something, put something online to screw my head, messed with my post to screw my head, brought somebody around me to screw my head, drugged me, broke into my apartment, stole things, put them back. So the reason they put them back is this. I'll explain that one now. Because I speak out, and they want me to know. They want me to be afraid that my apartment's being bugged, or there's cameras or whatever, and I don't really care. Right. But as soon as I say something, then they return it. Oh shoot! I pulled forward a little bit soon here. Stuck in this intersection. I'll get to it. Okay. Thank you. This weather is horrible. The dude when I left Walmart, he was talking about the exit checker guy. He was like, "This is muggy and 93 degrees." A little bit for women, they can see me, but I'm older now and all that. But Hashem just said, or the angels, like, I don't think it was Hashem, it was the angels. And they said, see that woman? That's how every woman should have saw you until you were married. Because I looked over, because she was a shorty. I like short women. Probably a little young for me now. She's about 45. Maybe about 40. But I looked over, because Hashem was like, look over, or whatever the spirit was there. And I looked over, and she craned her head when she walked, just walked right past the doors. Craned her head, looked. Hashem essentially, or the angels, like, I don't think it was Hashem, I think it was the angels, said, that's the way every woman should have looked at you till you were married, if the system was correct, because that's what you earned, right? But you have to check it out. You have to see if your agents are being set up, including maybe being manipulated to actually put that post there. Right? There's a whole psyop to that. O'Keefe knows that. O'Keefe is a liar. I agree there. He's going to try to get back at everybody's good graces. Oh, Charlie Cook, I'm so broke up over it. Well, we're glad you're all up over something nowadays. I mean, everybody else has been broke up for years. Right? You maybe have some real emotion deep down. Right? I think that's the point of view, right, of that agent. Pretty stupid for firing that agent, especially since I told you your problem is that nobody with experience is really there, or the ones you need with certain types of experience because you fired. Agreed, Larry. Thanks, Larry. You just got rid of somebody who probably has experience, and now you're going to get some Laura Loomer. So yeah, you might luck out and get Laura Loomer, the natural security expert. And that's another fact, that a lot of doctors are Arabic. They have a right to bring them in here and help them. That's part of they took the time to be a doctor, and if they want to help Arabic people, they should be allowed to help Arabic people. Right? We agree, Larry. You like the run, lady, walk, relax. Nice color hair, though. You really selected a nice color hair there. One of my favorites. All right. Well, stay